welcome to a special, exciting episode of the Academic Foxhole. I am Trooper SJP, I'm your host, and I am a little congested because there's a lot of pollen out here today, but I am a streamer, I am a professor of music history, I'm a game master, nerd, banjo player, do all the sorts of things, and I am an overthinker, so this is the space where me and all of my battle buddies get together, and we overthink the things that we do. Hey, Artie Snack! Yeah, I know, right? I'm a little congested, and I hope it clears up for me as well. Here's the thing. It is raining right now, which I was out walking in the rain. It sounds very dramatic. It was just me walking home. And I'm hoping that all of this rain will sort of tamp down on the pollen so that it won't be so bad. There was something else I wanted to tell you all. Oh, yeah. I wanted you all to know that my place smells like burnt popcorn because I was making popcorn the other day and I burnt it. So I just want you to know. Oh, did you get anything really good in the mail? I hope you did. So this is so instead of streaming on Saturday, I'm streaming on Friday this week, and I think next week I'm streaming on Sunday instead of Saturday. Viking corn! Viking corn. I wonder what Viking corn looks like since I'm on the PS4 and I can't see the emotes. One of these days I'm gonna get all the best emotes. It's gonna be so good. So hopefully I will be able to get 50 followers and then get an emote, and it will be something epic. I don't even know what it is. Ooh, popcorn emote, nice. So today we're going to continue on with Dragon Age Inquisition. We've done so much. We've gone so far. We have cleared out Emprise de Lyon. I think we probably have a couple of like little mini things to do in that space, but there's so much for us to do. I'm very excited. Also, there we go. I'm glad to know that you can all hear me. I'm just assuming that you can all hear me. I checked all of my levels before we started, so I'm going to assume it's all good. Ooh, we have... Oh, you know what we have? We have to do this, puzzle. There's a puzzle that I do not have. Everybody's ready to report in. Oh, thank you very much, Artie Snack. Artie Snack, how are you doing? Also, you are the healthiest of all of the snacks. This is, just a true statement. Speaking of snacks, I think I want some. Later. So let's find out what our agents have to tell us, because it looks like they're going to check in. What do we have? The Tevinter Resistance report ready. Oh, what are you having to eat? What are you eating for supper? Liliana says, my agent Tamar reports success. One less despicable Tevinter Magister to worry about. Magister. Naturally, the rest of the Magisterium assumes the hand behind the deed was Magister Tilani herself, and she reports they have respectfully backed away from both her and her supporters. She sends her thanks, a box of candied chocolates, and a variety of useful other items. The chocolates are mine, but the rest I pass on to you, Inquisitor. Liliana. We get an enhanced chain lightning ring. That sounds excellent. We'll take that. What else do we have? We have, completed. We should probably investigate the Western approach. It seems like it's a plot thing. Hissing Wastes resources, report ready. Our shipment of resources from the Hissing Wastes has arrived. Some lazurite. Oh, by the way, while we were apart from each other last week, I went and just sold lots of things. Kind of a hodgepodge. Fries from McDonald's, roasted chicken from Fortino's, it's a grocery store, and then some broccoli. Well, that sounds really good. I will say, McDonald's does have good fries. These are true statements. What is this here? Gather cloth, report ready. It took some Searching to find merchants willing to travel across the Dales, Inquisitor, but we have a shipment of cloth arriving at Skyhold now. We have some velveteen and ring velvet. And then there's this one here. What is this? A golden opportunity. That sounds very healthy, Artie Snack. I knew you were healthy. So we have this from Josephine. That went splendidly, naturally. These worthies of Orlais wanted nothing more than to be given everything while providing nothing in return, but I set the record straight. If they want our assistance in supporting their efforts to restore the war-torn Dales, they'll need to show some deference to our agents and ensure that any troop movements and trade efforts the Inquisition makes in the Dales are given the highest priority. All it took was a bit of negotiation and a few subtle threats. They send along some lovely gifts to show their appreciation for your presence in Skyhold, and the Consortium should make sure that any attempts we make to gather coin in the future are that much easier. Oh, and we have a new weapon. You know, it was a funny day. I had a meeting. I have too many meetings, and many of the times they're meetings that I don't need to be at and that are just a little bit ridiculous. And that this meeting was at 12:30, and I was like, what is this going to be? But actually, it was actually a good meeting. Everybody was on their best behavior, so there was no sort of ridiculousness. And then I met with students until 5 o'clock, so it was like a long day of just sort of meeting students and talking to them about their master's theses, and so that was really good. And I even got a little bit of editing done on my on this article that's overdue. So I feel really good about that. So here's I know, right? Sometimes they're good and productive meetings, but this one actually ended up being okay. And I think it's just because the people who sometimes don't act well were on their best behavior today, because we had people from outside present, and so everybody was well behaved. And we've got an 8-hour-long meeting coming up on the 16th, and I hope that everyone will be well behaved at that meeting as well. We shall see. So here's the big question. This one here, I know, right? It's an 8-hour meeting. We're trying to revise our curriculum, and I just don't even know. I don't even know if it's going to happen. Oh, we need to send our people to do some stuff. I forgot about that. Let's see, that's completed. Deal with Lord Basil Marin. Dearest Josephine, do you recall the last letter I sent about the new volunteers who reported to Sullidan Keep to help with our efforts? Lady Doucette, daughter of the Lord... Oh, hey, wait, I can't even do this yet because I have to think about this one up here. The, identify the Venatori agent. This is where we have this is what we've been waiting for. We have this, bit of a puzzle. So, we have this information report. All information about the 5 bells of Hunterfell has come back negative. The Tal Vashoth is not the Bard. The Elf is not the Mortalatazi. And the Dwarf is not the Smuggler. Okay. In and an addendum, we have learned that the Ferelden is the Venatori agent. But unless we can link her to a specific background quickly, we will lose this lead. We must remove the target immediately to stop Duke Tythus from falling prey to the Venatori interests. So, the Ferelden is the Venatori. Okay. So, yeah. I used to buy the logic puzzles myself all the time. The only thing is, here's my concern. One, I feel like we need more clues than we have, and I was not taking notes on the earlier clues we were getting. And so this is a little bit of a trickiness. I love logic puzzles, but what are we going to do about this? So, we have a Tal Vashoth, we have an elf, and we have a dwarf, and I think we have 2 humans. And all of them are hanging out. I wish I had... See, this is the problem. I need the other clues. Without having all of the clues, I don't know how I'm going to logic this one out. So, right, this is what I mean. Construct a grid. But the problem is we don't have... On this one thing, we don't have the other clues. Let's see. Let's look up my phone and see if we can find the other clues, and then we can work it out together. Hey, HQ! How are you doing? We're sort of trying to figure out who the Venatori agent is, but we need more clues. Well, what we need are the old clues. The ones identify. That is not how you spell that word. So what I'm looking for right now is I'm happy to be here right now with you all, and I'm feeling good about that. Identify the Venatori agent. All I want are the clues so we can work it out together. Oh, nice! Hey, how was work? I just got home from work as well. I went to work and then rushed off to get some food. Alright, so this is the text. I'm looking for notes. So let's see what we have here. Alright, I've got some clues. So we know that we have an Orlesian. So this is we have an Orlesian human, a Ferelden human, an elf, a dwarf, and a Talvashoth. These are our 5 people. So we're going to work this through together. We also know that we have a Mortalatazi, a hunter, a bard, a smuggler, and an apostate. So. Oh, that's nice. I have a hard cider here with me right now. So, let's see. We've got to figure out, we know that the Ferelden who's a human is one of our, is the person we need to find. We need to find the Ferelden human, who is either the bard, the smuggler, or the Mortalatasi. So, what do we know? We know that let's see. What do we do with this? So we are either going to get rid of the bard, the smuggler, or the Mortalatazi. Oh, root beer is very nice. I enjoy root beer very much. Well, I enjoy good root beer, you know, not the root beer that is bad. Not the bad one. So, let's see. We have the Talvashoth is not the bard. And well, let's think about the Mortalatazi. The Mortalatazi is a death mage. And we know the elf is not the death mage. The Talvashoth can't be the death mage because they're Navarin. And the dwarf is also not the death mage because dwarves don't do magic. So we have the choice of either. So it could be. Oh, I like a good root beer. I also like, by the way, a really good ginger ale. Like a, you know, like a. There's a microbrew ginger ale you could get in Virginia called Blenheim. That was very good. So I will say the Mortalatazi could be our person. The smuggler. Dwarf is not. Well, elf could be. Ba-dum boom. Wah 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 wah. So let me see. What do we have? So we know that Talvashoth is not the bard. Oh. Yeah, Canada Dry's okay, but there are better ginger ales. Canada Dry's fine, but there's some even better ones. Better. Oh my gosh, so let's see. So. Oh no, the ginger ales I'm thinking of are also all non-alcoholic, but there's some microbrew non-alcoholic ginger ales that are really spicy, because I like my ginger ale to taste really gingery. And I find Canada Dry is fine, but it's not as It's not as spicy as I'd like it. It's not as gingery. But there's like Blenheim, and there's one other one that is really, really heavy on the ginger, which I really, really like. So, what do we have here? I think this is really tricky. Let's see. So here are the information reports that we had. So, Josephine Cullen... No. So we have this operation. We've got to figure out who did it. And then send the Ben Hassereth to murder someone. Okay, so here's the information we have. I'm gonna read out to you all the information that we have, and we can try to figure it out. We know that we have... I don't often drink ginger myself. I'm generally not a fan of things with a really strong taste to them, or that are spicy. Interesting. I'm a super taster, so I'm not good with things that are bitter. So I don't tend to drink bitter things, which actually involves a lot of alcohol and vegetables. Alright, so we have... so everybody pay attention so that you can all work this out with me. We have an Orlesian human, a Ferelden human, an elf, a dwarf, and a Talbashoth. And then we also have a Martellatazi, a dragon hunter, a bard, a smuggler, and an apostate. So we know that the Venatori agent is the Ferelden human. That's what we know from this thing here. We know that the Talbashoth is not the bard. We know that the Talbashoth is not the smuggler or the mage. We know that the dwarf is not the smuggler and the elf is not the Martellatazi. So, let's see. We know that the target is either the bard, the smuggler, or the Martellatazi. Oops. So, could our target be the bard? Well, let me see. Well, so what does the Talbashoth do? The Talbashoth is not the bard, the smuggler, or the mage, which means the Talbashoth is either the dragon hunter or the apostate. Oh, you just drink wine, like in the Middle Ages. I don't drink a lot of wine. So let's see, the Talbashoth is either the dragon hunter or the apostate. Okay. We now, the elf is not the Martellatazi. The elf, well, let's see, let's do the dwarf. The dwarf is not the Martellatazi. The dwarf is not the apostate, because dwarves are not mages. And let's see, we have a Martellatazi, a bard, a smuggler, an apostate. So the dwarf is either oh man, I want to make a table. Ugh, so frustrating. So what do we have? We are looking for... So the Martellatazi is a... The Martellatazi is a mage. And the elf is not the Martellatazi, the dwarf is not the Martellatazi. Either the Talbashoth or... Well, oh, we know the Talbashoth is also not the Martellatazi. So the Martellatazi is one of the two humans. This we know. This is a true fact. It's either... so the Martellatazi could be our person. The smuggler is not the dwarf. My friend, I think I need to go and actually just do a what do you call it? A chart. I just need to do a chart with this, so I can't do this right now because I need to sit down and actually do a chart. So we can't do it today because I don't want to sit here and bore you all to tears. So let's deal with Lord Bastille Marin. Do you recall the last letter I sent about the new volunteers who have reported to Sillidan Keep to help with our efforts. Lady Doucette, the daughter of Lord Bastille Marin, was one of them. We were unaware of her real identity because she came to us disguised as a villager. Unfortunately, Lord Bastille has just now discovered the whereabouts of his missing daughter and has accused the Inquisition of kidnapping her. Lord Basil's colorful slander of the Inquisition has cast a shadow on our relations with wealthy Southern Orlesian society. Complicating matters, Lady Doucette refuses to return to her father as the gilded cage of a gentlewoman. I can't very well tie her up and deliver her to the Lord in a barrel, can I? Sincerely, Edward. Ooh. Josephine and Cullen have answers. Josephine says, what does she say? Lady Doucette should follow her heart. Lord Basil's a minor noble, and his favor is not worth courting. I can trick him into social ruin. Once he is torn down, he may rant, but no one will listen. And Cullen says, why can't we? We don't have to literally put her in a barrel. But let Lady Doucette know, and know in certain terms, that she is no longer welcome in the Inquisition. Oh no, we're gonna go and let her hang out in the Inquisition. We'll just do some social ruin. It'll be great. Let people hang out with us. So then we need, what do we have? What is this? Investigate the Exalted Plains. I think a lot of these things we've actually completed. Let's see what's on the Ferelden side. We're going to have to go and work that out, my friends. Work it out. Completed secrets. Disaster in the Deep Roads. Gather herbs. Crestwood resources. Conscript. Hushed Winters. Truth or Dare. In your heart shall burn. Gather coin. Investigate this basin. Rescue soldiers. Falomar resources. I suppose what we'll do is get some resources. We'll get some Crestwood resources.
Inquisitor.
And we'll get some. We'll gather some herbs. We'll just be gathering a little bit. It'll be fine. And then I think we should go and do one of the plot things. I think we should try to investigate the Western Approach, because that's a... There's another one that's a Val Ryo thing, which... Oh, that's the one over there. But let's go over here. Western Approach. This is a plot situation. Commander Cullen, our scouts confirm the Inquisitor's report. A large force of Grey Wardens has moved into the Western Approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. Knight Captain Ryland. We'll do a little bit of plot advancement, and then, we'll see how that goes. And then maybe we'll do more, personal things for our team. Commander Cullen, our scouts can confirm the Inquisition report. A large force of Grey Wardens has moved into the Western Approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. Let's accept that. And let's gather our party and venture forth. And let's have Dorian, who's my secret boyfriend. It's actually not a secret, everybody knows it. And then Iron Bull and Cassandra. And confirm. Which I think will be excellent. Now, there's a thing that I think I need to go to a different place for my assassin thing, because I'm trying to become an assassin, and I think I have to go to the something wastes, the something bad place. That's where I have to go in order to finish it, but we'll get there. We'll do the next part of it. Ooh, music starting. That says to me there's great. I feel like this is the music of cutscenes. Although I cannot confirm or deny. See, Dorian is great because he's got an awesome
Welcome to
mustache.
the Western Approach. We've sighted Warden activity to the southwest, but no one's been close enough to figure out what they're doing. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead.
Oof.
In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
Yeah, thanks for the warning.
Well, it's good to know what I'm in for.
Sorry I don't have more for you. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here. This entire place. It just feels like something's not right. Be careful.
That sounds like a really good setup, right? Dorian being his best friend and Josephine being the romance option. That also sounds really good. So here we are. It looks, by the way, it looks beautiful. Oh, you know what we can do? Dang, do you know what we can do? We can open that last door. I mean, I suppose we just won't do it right now, but I just want you to know that we can open that last door. Report.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Let's see. Message fragments in Venatori cipher. Huh. Alright. Well then. Let's, read this. He's nice, right? And he's sassy. We like this. Octavian. Oh, this is the intercepted Venatori message. Octavian, with our allies, the Templars, redeploying and abandoning their mine in the canyons, we will now focus our efforts on the excavations and the summoning attempts. Go have a word with our White Claw associates. I'll be sending further resources your way. Service. Ooh. Dramatic. Oh, huh. It looks like we have materials for an anti-venom. Let's do it. Especially if you set the mages. Dorian and the head of the mages were always entertaining. Ah, let's craft this. So we just did that. That's cool. And then we have these Navaran longbows, which I think we can do that. Let's select that and craft that item. That's okay. And then a bunch of things we can't actually turn in. That's great. We'll get some power. And I think that's everything over here. I will just say, it looks pretty. So, where are we going? Let's look our map. That's the world map. Here's some kind of mysterious thing. Fade rifts. There's more stuff down here. I don't know. There's so many places to go. So many things to do and see. I'm very excited by all this. Let's head south. Let's just head south and then go that way. Hey everybody, all the excitement. I'm excited to see what we'll find in this place, the Burning Waste, or wherever we're at, the Westerlands. It's not the Westerlands, but you know what I mean. Let's loot. So, I don't know if you can see this because the numbers are pretty small. I only have 8 units worth of stuff. I have got so much room for looting. Not hoarding, looting. Oh, Deathroot. Hey, I need Deathroot for my assassins thing. I think we are in the right place. We are in the right place, my friends. Let's hide a little bit. So, I am really happy to have... I was going to tell you that I'm really happy to have... I need to move forward. To have picked the... hello. To have... Ooh. People need to leave me alone. You know what I mean? Disrupt the rift. No, seriously, leave me alone. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of Deathroot here. This is really good. I know I'm always quiet when I start closing that rift. It's a psychological thing. I always feel like I have to, like, I don't know, really concentrate because the sound does that thing that it does. I'm gonna have so much Deathroot. And I also feel like Deathroot is probably super healthy for you. I bet it's good for your skin. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. So, I think there was something back here that we didn't pick up. Loot. I just totally lost my train of thought that I was going to tell you all. I do, and it's such a stupid thing because I realize that the thing that I'm reacting to is just the sound design, but it's very effective. I feel like I have to concentrate, or else I will, you know, fail to close the rift. And it's just because the music does that ramp-up thing that it does. Let's go in here and see what we have.
That's a lot of carts. Why are they even out here?
I don't know. Is there some kind of shenanigans going on? Why are there all these carts here? I don't know. It is quite the mystery. Well, we will find our way. We will find our way to solve this mystery. You know, I would love to tell them that I thought they were very, very effective, and I think that they did a really good job. Like, that is, their work on that, high quality. And it's really effective. Like, every single time, it works on me. Even though I know that it probably shouldn't, and I don't have to sort of sit there and tense up, but it makes me tense. And I really appreciate that. Also, I like climbing up on these, buttes, or whatnots. Look at all that. I bet we could try the other side. That seems like, let's do that. Let's go to the other side, because I think there was something that we could maybe get access to. I see a... Ooh, loot. Where is it? Deathroot. I saw a thing we could pick up. I have to say, I wonder if this was fun to work on, or if this was really frustrating to work on. I could see it being frustrating if... Ooh, Sandrock Mine. Can we get up here? I don't know. Let's see. I could see it being frustrating and difficult, if what your job was to make lots of textures. Like, I could see that being a little bit frustrating. But it looks really good. So here's the Sandrock Mine, but I don't know if we can get access to it from here, or if we have to go around another way. It's entirely possible we have to go around another way. This game does do that sometimes. Yeah. That's what you use Twitter for, to let people, companies know that oh! Hey! I hadn't thought about that. But I wonder if... I suppose I could just message them. I know there's a good chance they won't see it, but at least I sent it, and there's a chance they might know. This is a really good thought. I'm going to message BioWare. Oh, hey, look at that. There's some sort of creepy creature that we're killing, and it's dead. I'm sure it was just like the local flora and fauna that we murdered, because I somehow suspect that we're not really good for the environment here. It's alright. Yeah, but I think you're right. I think we should probably... Hello. What was I going to tell you? Yeah, because I do think it's important to let people know if you think good things about them. This is actually, I often compliment people in real life all the time. Sort of randomly, actually. It's not really random. But I often give people compliments in real life all the time. And people say, why did you compliment so-and-so? And I said, well, I find that people are really quick to say mean things about other people. But they're not so quick to give compliments to other people. So I made a pact when I was in middle school, when I was being bullied a lot, that whenever I thought something nice about someone, I would just tell them. Because...
Someone will answer for all these deaths.
Oh. Oh. There are a lot of dead people. Package label. Property of Frederick of Serrault, University of Orlais, Nazer's Pass Research Camp. Oh.
I guess someone out in the desert is missing a bunch of stuff.
What happened here?
Oh, I don't
Whoever
know.
did this has a lot to answer for.
On the other hand, it's not like we haven't seen the murder of a lot of people in this game before. There are a lot of people who just seem to like to murder people willy-nilly. In gross ways. Sort of, you know, a thing. Which way should we go? Where are we at? There are caves. Caves are always fun. Oh, it's the Sandrock Mine. But then there's this thing. I don't know. Let's, I want to go into the mine, but let's not go into the mine yet. That's the same reason why you try to encourage, compliment, support people on Twitter, as I can't do it in person. Yeah, I agree. And you know, for me, it's just I think that we are very quick to complain when we don't like something, but then we forget about just saying nice things sometimes, and people, you know. And the thing is, I really do believe that people actually think nice things all the time, they just don't say it. Old Chantry trail signs. The Chantry used these symbols long ago to mark trails to hidden locations. They are often mistaken by passers-by as simple carvings in the rock and trees.
A chantry symbol out here. Odd.
Yeah, I never murder people willy-nilly. I mean, it looks like I do. It really just looks like I walk up and murder people. Jer! It is so nice to see you, Jer. And right, it looks like I murder people willy-nilly, but I really don't. They looked at me funny, and that's why I had to kill them. You know, I mean, it's totally reasonable. Completely. Whoop. There we go. I do feel bad, because as an Inquisitor, I just feel like a murder person. I feel like a mega murder hobo. I'll just pretend like I'm not, and then it'll be fine. Let's see, what do we have here? It's interesting because I want to go to all the places, but I feel like there isn't actually much up here. So here's the thing about Jer. Jer has always been here. That sort of makes Jer like a god, right? Like, that's a very mysterious statement. I have always been here. Throughout all of time, I am Jer. I like it. I think it's good. Although now I want it to be done like a sort of a fancy French perfume commercial. Let's claim this quarry. And we just need some more quarries and some more logging stands, but I think other than that we're doing well. Okay, what's in here? Ooh, let's read it. This is not a very exciting quarry. Who is writing this? Let's see, this is by Brother Berard. Okay. A land filled with wonders like the Merdane, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face, her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame. Genetivi's words, brief as they were, inspired me. This stone prophet sounded magnificent. I had to see her for myself. I trekked up the Imperial Highway, concealing my identity and taking care not to seem like a foreigner. At Voldorma, a neglected road led west. Soon the dry land gave way to absolute desolation. Red earth, bones, blowing sand stripped my face raw. When it cleared, I could see for miles. Not that there was anything to see. The few settlements I encountered were populated with derelicts and chantry zealots. They warned me of worse trials should I continue to the Merdane. Eventually I turned back, opting for a smaller statue in a place the Maker hadn't abandoned. Are you a wizard, Jer? You are never late, nor are you early. You arrive precisely when you mean to. You kill people as you want them, as you want the combat team to feel good about their work. So you really, it's true, I am just doing this to encourage people. I am more than, this is true. This is all true about Jer. Oh, poor guy, who also seems to be just dead now. This is what happens when you turn back from the Chantry. I'm not actually invested in the Chantry. Oh, there's a... what is there? What's that out there? There's a thing. What is it? Oh, it's one of these, creatures that apparently we're not going to kill it. It's just part of the wildlife. Yes. I don't know if you knew this, but, Jer's name is a killing word. You just go, Jer, and then you can kill people. It's really good. We've got all sorts of mysterious things happening. So, you know, there was that, oh, it looks really gorgeous. Look at that. This is so good looking. Alright, folks, we went pretty far. We need to go back and go into that cave, that mine. Oh, hi. So we're gonna have to kill this thing now, because it was following us in a rude way. Which, you know, it happens. Woo! Dead. But I think there's loot. I am wise in the weirding way. I'm also, let's be fair, I'm also just a little weird. You know what I mean? I just watched Dune, the David Lynch film, in the theaters not too long ago. They were sort of showing it at our local art house theater, and I got to see it again, and I was like, oh, Kyle MacLachlan is so young. He was much younger then. Alright, we're going to go into this mine, and we're going to see what's in here. Because I feel like we just need to investigate and explore everything. Before we, like, I don't want to have to backtrack. Basically, I like to do everything... oh yeah, me too. I don't want to backtrack. I like to sort of be very sort of completist as we move forward, so we don't miss anything while
That's
we're...
a lot of bodies.
That is a lot of bodies. Oof. It's a lot of bodies. And... well, it's a little unfortunate. What happened here, anyway? There's also a lot of red lyrium. A lot of stuff. A mosaic tile. And a note to read. We always like notes. A scrawled note. Louis, it says get the Templars whatever they want. No questions asked. So stop asking. They want refugees and travelers, we get them. Marius. Well, I say the Templars are not good, like the Red Templars are not good people. They kidnap villagers and then murder them. And I feel like that's rude, you know? So, let's destroy some red lyrium. I feel like that's a good choice. We're making good choices. And, woo! What is this? What do you think this thing is? I remember Chuck. Looks like some sort of gear mechanism. Not particularly exciting. What do you think they were making? The Navigation Guild. So, oh. I like Tyler. I don't know Tyler personally. So when I say I like Tyler, I mean I like Tyler's persona that I have seen on, what do you call it? DFA. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I mean that in a theoretical way, right? In a persona way. Right? He totally seems like an awesome person. And he dresses well. So all of that is like... and also he just seems funny. And I love his tweets to Claudia about anime. Like, all of those things seem very exciting. His public facing, exactly. So I like his public facing. Again, I don't know what he's like in real life, but I like his public facing. So it looks like this is all we can get in this part of the mine. So we should head to the other part of the mine. But it does look like there's something else in here that we should be able to find at some point, mysteriously. So let's try this part of the mine, this other entrance. If we can... oh, I don't know if we can actually get in here, can we? this is the Forgotten Mine, and I don't know if we can get in. Well, oh look, there's an Energize. Dorian, energize this, will you? Ooh, sweet. Nice. Sometimes having mages who can basically do... Oh, hi! There are a lot of bad things hanging out. That's cool. Trying to murder us in a rude way. It's cool. No big deal. No judgment. It's all dead. It's a good crew. I really like the Seattle crew. I think there's a lot of really cool people that are all surrounding there. It's sort of Seattle adjacent, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Right, because it's not just Hyper, but also sort of Hyper adjacent people. I like their public persona. I think they do very cool things. Although I gotta tell you all, I just don't watch DFA. I watched the first season, but it just wasn't exactly my thing. I pressed the wrong button. That's okay. We've got giant spiders, I suppose, is what we got. But they're dead. Alright, what was going on in this mine? Giant spiders. Hello, giant spiders. Yeah, he just seems really cool. I wonder what Portland is like. Oh, hello. I'm being perceived. You know, it's true. Although I have to say, I imagine there are like a number of towns that sort of have that vibe about them, right? So, for example, I think you could probably say the same about Austin. Note from a Templar: Benedict, pull-up stakes. All plans for the mine in the western approach are off. The Inquisition's on the move and headed your way. Dump all the bodies and relocate to Emprise de Lyon. Vernon. Oh. Well, that's no good. Although we were all...
This horrible and wrote about it. These people are wrong in every possible way.
I agree. I agree. Oh, oops. Hi, spider. Yeah, so there are a bunch of these towns that seem to be like, you know, cool towns. Like Austin, Texas, which I've never been to. Seattle, I imagine Portland is also pretty hip. There's some sort of dangerous thing hanging out, but I don't know what it is. Let's see. Seattle, San Francisco used to be super cool. Berkeley, but like now no one can afford to live there, and it makes me really sad. I grew up in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, and now no one can afford to live there, and that's just really disappointing. What do we have? Oh, we have some sort of giant spider. Why do these spiders keep hanging out? But my friends are taking care of it. Everybody's doing well. I'm feeling good about it. Yeah, so that's just sort of like one of the things that makes me sad. It makes me sad that sort of the tech industry made it so that people couldn't live in San Francisco anymore, because you know, I think like the average cost of a one-bedroom in San Francisco is like $3,000. Like, who can afford $3,000 for a one-bedroom? That's crazy. Oh, spider. Where are these spiders coming from? Yeah, right? $3,000 a month for a one-bedroom. That is insane. Like, I feel like if you are, you know, like a school teacher, or just, you know, a regular human being, how can you afford to live there? And it's really, I find the whole thing quite distressing, to be honest. I would like to, oops. I would like to be up there, but I don't quite know how to get there. But that is what I would like. I'd like to be up there. Maybe, oh, maybe we can get there from here. Maybe? There we go. I feel like a superstar. Pathfinder. I feel, look at this. Aren't we, I mean, if you think about it, you end up spending so much money on your rent, and if you, like, work as a school teacher, or, I don't know, just a regular person, like, there's just no way you can afford to live there. And that is disappointing. Because it was not always that way. I mean, there was a time when regular people could live in San Francisco. Just like regular working class people. And it's just sad that that is not the case anymore. Also, by the way, alright, there we are on our map. It's alright. We're making our way through this tunnel. This, like, look at all these spider webs. There are always giant spiders everywhere. It's a good thing I am not afraid of giant spiders. Well, actually, hold on a second. Let's be more specific. I'm not afraid of giant spiders in video games. If I were in real life and I saw a spider as big as I was, I would be really freaked out. And I will just own up to that right now. If I would be really freaked out. Alright, well, where are we? Where are we? Oh. Please no one start singing No Doubt. Don't speak? Which No Doubt? I'm just a girl? Oh, spiderwebs, right? Ah, No Doubt. You know, I am just of the age where No Doubt was a thing. And actually had, they were everywhere, right? No Doubt, Sublime. What else? Those are the big ones. So we've got, looks like people I could just straight up murder down there, but let's not. Let's go this way. Because I feel like there might be more things that we just haven't come across yet, and it would be nice to see what they are before we run around murdering people. That was high school for you. Ah, that was college for me, but also college after the army. Ooh, look at that place. What do you think that's all about? I want to know, but I want to get all the things first. All of the loot. And also, I think there's a thing for us, I noticed. It looks like there's a quest space that we can finish up. Oh, cake! Oh my gosh! And did you listen to Nerf Herder? One of my favorite songs by Nerf Herder. Actually, they have a number of songs. That one album of theirs was really good. And it has my anthem, I Only Eat Candy, which is really good. But my favorite, of course, is Nose Ring Girl, which is hilarious. Nose Ring Girl, I love you!
Trail leads on.
Ooh, so let's go this way. There's a huge creature down there. I sort of wonder where we are a little bit. Like, not massively. Oh! Yeah, that's right, because they did do that. I am intrigued. Oh, yeah. What is that sound?
We're fighting her, right? Tell me we're fighting her, boss.
Who? Who are we? What? What are we talking about? Hold on. Wait, what are you talking about? Do you hear something scary? Can I save? I can save. let's save, because I don't know what is going on. Hi, dragon. No, no, no. That's not necessary. I was just looking around. I don't think we need... There's a rift. There's some statues. Actually, I want to get... there's a... Right, we need... The thing is, I need Deathroot. Not because I'm addicted. Because I'm not addicted. In case you were wondering. But I need it. I need it so I can become an assassin. Wait, that doesn't sound better, does it? I don't think it does. Oh, there's a person walking right over there. I wonder who they are. I wonder if I'm going to murder them. So here's the thing. We've got options. And there are a lot of different places to go. Assassin. Assassin. Equals addict. Well, you know what? We're wandering around here. Why don't we continue to wander? I love this little lake thing down here. So let's just go this way and see what we can find. The canyons are an interesting space. Let's not jump down off this cliff. Although it does look interesting, I sort of want to. All right, hold on. Here's what's going to happen. I just want to see what happens. We're going to save, and we're going to see what happens if we climb down here. It's probably a bad idea, but I just want to see. Oh, we found some stuff. Because you know how I don't think we can swim. Oh, look, there's some loot. Who doesn't want loot? I always want loot. So maybe we can just go this way and... Oop! Oh, I died. So that was less good. But let's keep going. Oh, I'm dead. I really just want to see, you know, if we can make it to this other side of the pass. And, come on, no, dead. I don't think we can make it. I keep dying, dead. I just want to go over there. That's all. Woo! Nope. Why can't I swim? It's fine. I hope you all enjoyed seeing me drown in an epic and exciting way. I mean, really, I think it's a lesson, right? Learn how to swim, kids. Oop. Actually, I suppose the bigger question is, can we get out of this place? Yes? Maybe? Okay. Valmont Pass. There's a rift over that way. I wonder... Okay, look, I'm just going to tell you, what's happening right now is that I'm interested to see where else we can go, and I realize we're not... we could be more directed in our movements, but I'm just interested to see where all of this will take us. We're doing a little bit of adventuring right now. And seeing... Oh! Hey, we didn't die! Hey! Where are we now? There's a lot of stuff. Okay. Ooh, almost illegible note. Jeanette, be careful bringing back the equipment from the university. Marker saw some dangerous-looking folks skulking about in the caves near the road. Bandits or brigands or anti-intellectuals of some ilk. I do not know what they might want with us or our research materials, but it is better to be safe than sorry. Frederick. Ooh. So, hey gang, I don't even know where we are. Like, this is super exciting. We have just, found a random space. Where are we? Huh. There are a lot of question marks. I'm sort of excited about being in the middle of nowhere and not knowing where we are and just finding things. This is very cool. So we could go in this cave, or we could go across. Or both. Or some combination of. I feel like we should go to the cave because we're on that side of the cave. Also, we should get Death Root. All of the Death Root. I feel like there's more Death Root. So, yeah, we're gonna take a little mosey to see what there is to see, and what there is to see is a lot of Death Root. I wonder if I can make my knife now, since we've got so much Death Root. Oh, Blood Lotus. So it looks to me like we have... Do I have everything we need? Alright, we've walked around enough. We're going back, and we're going to go into that cave. And we're going to see what's there. Oh, sweet! I'm going to become an assassin. I mean, I'm not going to do it right now, because we have to go into this cave. But I'm totally going to become an assassin. Let's save. This is exciting, folks. We haven't been here before. There are also some Venatori we need to kill, which we will do. Let's see. What is in here? Besides a lot of deep mushrooms. Probably spiders. Oh look! Spiders! I did not lie to you. All the spiders, all the time. But it's dead. Do I feel bad about... I wonder if all of this killing of spiders is really bad for the ecosystem. Like, I wonder if once the Inquisitor makes it through a space, like, it's really messed up afterwards. I don't know the answer to that question. I think I won't think about it too deeply. I will think about it too deeply. I wonder if, like, in 10 or 15 years... Well, actually, this is a question. On the one hand, it's possible that killing all of these spiders and whatnot ends up actually being good for... Like, it's like we get rid of vermin. Like, I don't know, too many deer or too many kangaroo. On the other hand, we could just sort of really mess up the entire ecosystem. Let's see. Faded Journal. We know they were here. They put up those awful statues of Andraste looking snobbish everywhere they go. Not much of a secret location. We know they found a way to reverse tranquility, but so far, nothing we've uncovered has told us how they did it. I hate that statue. She just keeps sneering at me. Ooh. Who was that? Well, that's interesting. Somebody who doesn't like them. I'm interested. Let's claim the place. Lost Idol. The relief carvings on this slab depict worshippers of Razikel, old god of mysteries, engaged in a religious ceremony. Well, let's see if we can see this. Well, I don't really see... Yeah, I don't really see it, my friends. But that's alright. We have a few things to pick up. Some deep mushrooms. I feel like we're going to do some good work. People have got a really good feeling about this moment. Secret caves. Do any of you here who are hanging out, have any of you played Morrowind? That is my question. Morrowind is, I think, one of my favorite sandbox open world games ever. I think it's really well done. Alright. Yeah, me too. It was a long, long time ago, but I really thought it was smart. I really liked it. I thought it gave me a lot of things to ponder and struggle with, and I really appreciated that. In a way that I didn't think Oblivion was as successful. Shortcut. Scratch into the wood is the following message. Can I get you a ladder to get off my back? Maybe. Maybe. Well, let's see what's in here. Let's climb up. I've got to tell you, the sound design right now is quite nice. I'm enjoying... Giant staircase. I'm enjoying all of the wind sounds. Yeah, I know, right? That's interesting to see what they will do. I don't know. I'm gonna kill this thing. Just so you know. and I hope that I will kill it. I think we just killed it. It's fine. Oh, hey, look, there's a rift. Like, I'm feeling, I don't know. Finally give my disc map to someone I was dating a few years ago. Wasn't worth it. Oh, that's a bummer. Hey, do you hear that sound? Let's save again. I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling like there are bad things everywhere. I'm sorry it wasn't worth it, Jer. But at least whoever you gave it to didn't murder you. So that's something. I hate when I get murdered. Ooh, what are we looking at? No? Okay. Let's see where we're at. Well, let's head to this ocularium? I am at the moment really, I really am just enjoying wandering about, seeing what's happening. Oh, I am sorry, by the way, that you had a stalker. I hate stalkers. Stalkers are the worst. Also, I don't like it when people imagine they have a relationship with you when they don't have a relationship with you. I find that to be really irritating as well. I really don't like that. Let's, oh, hi. Let's kill some more things. Yeah, no, I mean, I once had this woman who, like, honestly, I did not know this woman very well. I asked her to play violin. Like, she was a violin player, and I was like, oh, you're a violin player, who I do not know at all. But I know that you're a violin player, that's cool. Would you play violin for this composition of mine? And she said yes, and I said, that's great. And we just chatted about life a little bit in the process of rehearsing. And then, like, a few months later, she told me that she left her husband for me. And I was like, I don't even know your last name. Like, this is crazy. Like, we do not have that kind of relationship. At all. At all. So creepy. So yeah, I'm not a fan of people inventing relationships with you that do not exist. Not a fan. Which actually is one of those things that makes me, I will tell you, full disclosure, a little nervous about some of the some of the Twitch stuff, because I feel like people. Lamar Tower. Senior Warden Lamar, hero of the Second Battle of Forward Pass, held back 3 charges of Darkspawn during the critical long night of the Second Blight, and lost her life in service to Thetis. From the Grey Warden archives at Weishaupt. Yeah. I don't think she was bipolar. Although, if she were, I think that would make me feel better. Because then I would sort of understand why that was happening. Because it was not... that was not fun. It was not fun at all. Yeah. Because, like, so, like, if she were bipolar, then she could get help. And I would also sort of, like, be able to make... oh, hi! Make sense of that creepy experience. But it was... anyway, what I wanted to say, though, was it's one of the things that makes me feel a little uneasy about some of the Twitch stuff, because people sort of like start imagining these relationships with the hyper people, and I was like, but you don't actually know them, and they are not actually your friends, right? They're not people we actually know, and then people get all invested in ways that make me nervous. It happens with Critical Role too. Yes, right? A separation between someone... You're gonna finish that thought. Let's loot. Research supplies... someone as streamer and someone as a person. Yeah, yeah. And also, like, no matter how much I see streamers, I don't see them, like, I don't have breakfast with them. I don't know what they're like. Scrawled Raider note. Caravan of refugees drove off-road so we could collect out a view of Imperial soldiers. Half died, but you can pick up the wounded. R. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they're like in the morning. I don't know what they're like when they're not on stream performing. And I just feel like sometimes people don't realize that, you know, that's what's going on. Yeah, just a thing I think about. Are you hearing dragons? There's so much stuff here. I don't even know all this. I don't even know where to go. There's so much stuff. Let's go and close this rift. I'm siving a lot because it's making me nervous. That's all. Verifying available free space. Why are you taking so long to save? Is it because I'm nervous? I should have a lot of free space. Ooh. I wonder why it's sitting around hanging up a little bit like that. That's strange. Don't you think? Well, I suppose it will work itself out. Work yourself out. Yeah, there's a difference in knowing someone via something remote and knowing someone in real life. Yeah, I mean, people are able to edit themselves online in certain ways. And I like people who, some of the streamers, I don't know who it was. Oh, I think it was Matt Mercer, was saying that you have to be, maybe it was Matt Mercer? Probably. Was saying that you have to be authentic when you are streaming because, maybe it wasn't Matt Mercer. It might have been Zach. I can't remember who it was. It was one of those folks who was saying that when you're streaming, was it Marzipan? I don't remember now. Anyway, they were saying that when you're streaming, you have to be who you really, really are. You know, I really shouldn't be running out of hard drive space. One, because I keep overwriting my own save, and two, because it's not like I have a lot of stuff on this hard drive. I haven't played a lot of games on my PS4, so it's not like I should have that much stuff here. And it's like a, you know, it's got hard drive space. I wonder if it just sort of hung up in some way. Hold on a second. I'm going to press Options. No. I'm going to press this button. No. Oh. This is a good question. Anyway, they were saying... Hold on a second. I'm going to press this button and see what happens. Give me a second.